Talking Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Rising Hope Counseling, Bank West, Fisher Rounds, Billion Auto, AGE, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, and Envirotech.
Back out for Barry. How about another one for Barry? You betcha! You betcha! 3 threes in the corner for Ryan Barry. She's got 23 tonight.
And by American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, River Bottom Sanitation, CHS River Plains, Wheelhouse Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial, and Allied Plumbing and Heating.
And that pass is stolen away. Here is Keatles wide open. Whitfield slam for Lincoln Keatles. And a timeout taken by Coach Wilhelm.
Here basketball is also brought to you by Ferding Electric, Gales Gas, First Dakota National Bank, Faith Lutheran, Lamb Motors, James Pharmacy, and B&B Equipment.
Tipped out. Terwilliger gets the rebound. They will foul her one more time with 9.2 to go.
And just listen to them.
And what an atmosphere it was tonight here at Riggs High School.
By Oahe Federal Credit Union, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Todd's Electric, Graham Tire, Avera, and the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. And now with the call, KCCR award-winning sports director, John Winkler.
And a good evening as we welcome you here to Riggs High School as the Pierre Governors take on the Yankton Bucks here in the ESD contest as the Govs are looking for their 9th win of the season. Yankton coming in at 2-10, the defending state champions here coming into the season. Looking a lot different. The Governors are in that same boat of looking a lot different to get into the season, but the Govs have had better success of winning basketball games, although Yankton's played a lot of teams close. John Winkler alongside Blake Dean, and Blake, this is like, it's not a trap game because you're always excited to face a rival. Yankton being a rival team, that it's not a trap game, but this Yankton team is not the 2-10 record that they indicate. They've played a lot of games close, and you can't take for granted that you're facing a team that is 2-10. Where sometimes you can say, maybe take it for granted. This is not one of those teams.
No, not at all. And I think the biggest thing is we saw that last week, or maybe I think it was last week with Aberdeen on a Tuesday last week, where they came in here, record maybe wasn't necessarily the most sterling and at that point, and they came out in the first half and they were up by 8 to 10 points at halftime on the Govs. So, definitely not a game. No game in the ESD conference is ever a, gimme game by any stretch of the imagination. And I think that despite what Yankton's record is coming in, they've got some guys that they brought back from last year's state championship team. They've got athletes across the board, kind of similar to what the Govs have. The Govs don't necessarily have guys that are basketball first guys, but they've got athletes, and that's really kind of the story of both of these teams tonight. And probably a reason why Yankton's been in a lot of games this year. They've been able to keep a lot of teams close, just haven't been able to pull out very many wins. Their 2 wins this year coming against Brookings and Douglas. So should be an entertaining basketball game tonight. Like I said, no game is a gimme in the ESD, and we're in for a fun one tonight on a foggy night outside the doors of TF Riggs High School here in the capital city.
The Pierre girls won last night over the Yankton Gazelles. They got their big win, 55-29 over Yankton, and now here the Pierre boys looking to get a sweep of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles here for the Thursday and Friday night. Glad you're with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We will start our interviews with our coaches coming up here in just a moment as the Pierre Governors have taken the floor. We're about 25 minutes away from game time, so we'll get close to being a 7 o'clock tip-off here at Riggs High School. We will step aside, come back in 3 minutes, and talk with Coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks coming up next. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
We might not be the largest repair shop in town, but we take pride in what we do. We want to make the experience as painless as possible for you, so we will work with your insurance company on your claim from beginning to the end. Locally owned with 50 years combined in the shop, Wheelhouse Auto Body will take the stress off of you. Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield, or contact them at 605-494-0436, 605-494-0436, or wheelhouseautobody@gmail.com.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match ceiling takedowns, and go berserk for perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your big dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
For your next new or used car, truck, or SUV, then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
We welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Haynes here of the Yankton Bucks. And, Coach, you come in against this Pierre team, long bus ride. Yankton and Pierre not unfamiliar for long bus rides. But this game, ESD rivalry, what's the feeling going into this game?
Yeah, Pierre's got a really good team. Already 8 wins on the season. Coach Kusler's doing a great job with this group. Similar to us, they graduated a lot of seniors. But, she's got this group back in playing hard and very competitive. And right there is state tournament team. And this year, in Class AA boys basketball, it's a very level playing field. Harrisburg and maybe Mitchell separated themselves a little bit, but after that, it's wide open. And Coach Kusler and his team have to feel very comfortable and confident with where they're at right now.
Well, obviously the wins aren't where you want to be right now, but this is still a dangerous Yankton Buck team. Why is it still a dangerous team going into the last portion of the season? Yeah,
we feel like we've been competitive. The Sioux Falls Lincoln game up there early, we didn't play well. They took it to us. Other than that, we've been in every basketball game, had our chances. The kids are hanging in there. That's not easy, right? When you're competing and coming up short as many times as we have. But I think that's a credit to our seniors and our leadership. They've done a nice job of staying with it. And they're good kids, right? They come in with good attitudes and working hard. So that's what we expect. And we expect them to play hard and compete tonight.
What have you seen from Pierre on film?
Yeah, the Zabel kid's good, right? And he's a horse inside. And we're not the biggest team around. So obviously that's a huge concern. We just can't let him come and control the basketball game on us. And, rebounding. We're going to have to shore up the defensive glass, which Pierre's a really good rebounding team. They hit the offensive glass hard. So holding Pierre to one shot and done is going to be a challenge for us. But if we want to win the basketball game, we're going to have to do that.
Well, and a lot of teams, I think, come away frustrated with how Pierre rebounds the basketball, especially on the offensive side. How do you try and limit the offensive rebounds tonight?
Yeah, we got to get bodies. Again, it starts with solid defense, and it's harder to rebound when you're rotating a whole bunch, and then you got a little guy rotating down and trying to block out a Zabel or a Kaiser or somebody like that. So we got to be solid defensively, and then, we got to be scrappy and we got to be tough on the boards. And, rebounding a lot of times is just an effort thing and a want-to thing. And so hopefully our guys are up for the challenge because it's going to be tough tonight. It's going to be physical.
Offensively, what's the key to attack this Governor defense?
We got to take care of it. Pierre's got good pressure defense, and again, big, strong athletes out there that can really make things tough on you. So we got to take care of it, and then we got to be able to take care of it, but also do it aggressively and moving the basketball. So hopefully we're not stagnant. We got to, when we get into troubles and go into scoring lapses, it's when we get stagnant and the ball sticks. So we got to keep the basketball moving tonight.
Overall, biggest key here for Yankton to get a win tonight?
Yeah, again, we've got to control and Pierre's good. Like, obviously, he's able inside, but then the Olsen kid's a good player. The Getz kid's one of the best stand-and-shoot three-point shooters in the state. Kaiser is just a good senior that settles them. So they got some other guys that can make some threes. And that's the teams that are tough, right? They can beat you inside and outside. And so that's the biggest challenge, is see if we can get some stops and then finish possessions with rebounds.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thanks for having me.
That is Yankton head coach, Coach Haynes of the Bucks. Will return more of the pregame show next in 3 minutes on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's commercial or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones should understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a fit today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
We can look back at the game and see how we came to our position. This is Pastor Sam from Faith Lutheran Church. We can also look back at our lives and see how we got to where we are today. If you're in a tough spot, if things are going great, I encourage you to try this approach. Call a timeout. Get some advice from the best possible coach, from your loving God. Join us at Faith Lutheran Church, where you'll hear God's plan for the game.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Wondering what to do with that pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide! College!
Let 1995! When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
As we welcome back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Brianna Kusler. And Coach, big game tonight against Yankton ESD. It's always fun when these two teams meet. Going into this contest, being at home, what's the feeling going into tonight?
We're excited to take the court again. It's been a nice week here, settling in from the weekend, and looking back at the weekend, there's a lot of learning opportunities there, and we felt like the way that the boys responded on from Friday night to Saturday was great. It was nice to be able to play again on Saturday and not have to sit on the loss that we had at Harrisburg. Of course, it didn't end up resulting in a win on Saturday, but we were taking better steps that we want to be at that time, and competing with the team that's right around where we're at here. We're hitting February now, and as important as every game is, things start to be magnified a little bit more once you hit the last stretch of the season, and we're after tonight we'll be a quarter of the way left basically, and that's something that we've got to make sure that we're taking care of business in order to be setting ourselves up to be hosting a game down the stretch for SODAC game, and then giving ourselves the best chance to make it to state and go do some stuff there. And but none of that happens if we don't take care of tonight. And Yankton coming in, their record, we've talked, it's not indicative of what they're capable of. And they've got some pieces that haven't necessarily found their rhythm, and we certainly don't want to be the ones that are giving them that rhythm. So limiting their top scorers in Ness and Potts to make things difficult for them, force them out of rhythm, shoot more shots that we want, less that they want, and then just playing our side of the game and pushing the tempo.
Well, you kind of took a little bit of it too, but what do you see from film on Yankton? Because like you mentioned too, the record, if you look at just the record, well, it says they wouldn't be a good team, but that's not the case. So what have you seen from them that can make them dangerous?
Right. They're extremely well coached. They come off of a state championship last year. They've got guys who know how to compete in their program, and they just haven't had the experience necessarily across the board that has resulted in a ton of wins, but they've competed with a lot of teams, and they've got guys out there that want to compete hard. They just haven't found themselves in the winning side of things. But we've got to make sure that we're controlling the tempo. Early start is aggressive start for us is going to be very important, and making sure that winning the boards on both sides, I think, is going to be crucial for us, especially the offensive glass when we haven't been scoring the ball as well as we would like, expecting there's going to be some misses, and if we can clear those, give ourselves second, third chance opportunities, we like our chances at that point getting a score.
Well, and Jet Zabel certainly does that night in and night out. And when you guys are at your best, the offensive rebounding is much higher and probably frustrates a lot of coaches saying you can't allow that many offensive rebounds. But what the Pierre Governors do best is offensive rebounding. How does that happen again tonight? Whether it be Zabel getting his, and probably will get his usual, but other guys getting those offensive boards too.
Just that pursuit, that constant pursuit of the ball, and making sure we talk about you're either in or you're out. And there's no halfway. You've got to make sure that if you're not getting back on defense, you're busting your butt to inside and trying to create some chaos in there and wreak some havoc to be able to come up with some offensive boards for ourselves. And I think a lot of it defensively, crashing the boards, all of that, it's a lot of effort. And our boys, they've shown that they have that effort. They want to fight. They want to go out there and take what's theirs and playing confidently, being able to get themselves in rhythm, find the people that are producing offensively for us. But I think the biggest key is going to be on the defensive side of things and taking care of business there. You saw it at O'Gorman. What was starting to get us back into the things was the way that we were playing defense, rushing them a little bit, pressuring them, especially Yankton here. I feel like we're going to have opportunities to be able to pressure them. And then capitalizing when you're given opportunities. Good movement, off of the ball, on the ball, all of that were things that we kind of fine-tuned this week. And the boys they're playing fun, they're playing free, and that's exactly what we want them to be doing heading into this stretch.
And then overall, biggest key here for the Gals to pick up win tonight?
A good start. I think that's going to, if we can get off on the right foot here, really take the wind out of their Yankton sails, that's going to be to our favor in the end.
Coach, I appreciate the time as always. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back with more of the pregame show next year in 3 minutes on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Refined design, remarkable capability. The Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 0.9% APR for 60 months. Check out their full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierre.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner. They will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debt and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
When you're looking for quality pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Back here at Rex High School as we continue the pregame show. John Winkler alongside Blake Dean on this Friday night. And Blake, one of the things that both these coaches talked about was the the amount of offensive rebounds that the Pierre gets. We talked about it too, that when the Govs are at their best, they get a lot of offensive rebounds. Jed Zabel averaging over 10 rebounds per game. This team as a whole, they have 148 offensive rebounds in 14 games. That's, you're averaging 14 offensive rebounds a game or something, or maybe 10 offensive rebounds a game. That's a lot of offensive boards, and when the Govs are at their best, it's not a team that can line up and can shoot 60-70% from the field, but they get those extra chance points and they make them pay for not getting the defensive rebound.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, John, because if you look at the top shooting percentage of any Governor really that's got significant minutes, you're looking at a guy like Jet Zabel who shoots about mid 40% as far as his percentage goes. And so that's really where the Govs make their hay, is on the second chance opportunities, sometimes extending into third and fourth chance opportunities as well. So that's where they're at their best, and if they're going to win the way that they've won a majority of their basketball games, and the way that they'll win this basketball game tonight, if they're able to do so, is by controlling the offensive glass, getting second, third, possibly fourth chance opportunities at the basket. And when you create those extra opportunities, that just demoralizes the defense because they're doing everything right. They're creating missed shots from the opposition, but on the flip side, they're not able to finish the possession with a defensive rebound. And you heard Coach Haynes say that in the pregame, that's what Yankton's going to look to do, is try to end offensive possessions for Pierre by really, really focusing heavily on the defensive rebounding aspect of things.
Well, the Governors and the Yankton Bucks coming up here from Riggs High School should be a good one to get to the starting lineups, or last commercial break before the starting lineups and opening tip. Your biggest key here for the Govs to pick up a win?
Other than offensive rebounding?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think probably the big key tonight is going to be, we talk about it all the time, not just on the offensive side, but defensive rebounding also is going to be key for the Govs, really limiting Yankton's opportunities to create multiple chances for themselves, because, we talked about it too to open the broadcast. Yankton's got a lot of athletes, and they'll look to get those same types of opportunities. As long as Pierre can box out, get the defensive rebound, and then possibly look to push pace and transition, that'll create some fast break opportunities down the offensive end. And of course, a few Dawson Getz threes also help things in that regard, and allowing Luke Olson to facilitate Jet Zabel to get some opportunities on the block. Those are going to be the keys to victory, other than offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, transition baskets, and getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Well, the Governors and the Yankton Bucks coming up here from Riggs High School. We will step aside for a 3 on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Vertical Electric has electrical work the right way. Service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Vertical Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with construction or metal project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Vertical at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Vertical Electric, 224-8684.
At Anderson Rumsa Dental, we want to change the way your family views the dentist. Let us replace your dread of the chair with personal service in a friendly and inviting atmosphere. Using state-of-the-art technology, we offer porcelain crowns completed in one day, saving you time and money. Anderson Rumsa Dental, 1521 North Harrison Avenue in Pierre. Experience dental procedures performed while you're in a deeply relaxed state, often with no recollection of the time past. Anderson Rumsa Dental. Call us today at 605-224-6111. That's 605-224-6111. All have had to fix little things. Loose screw? Get a screwdriver. Nail coming up? Find a hammer. Bolt coming loose? Get some wrenches. Sometimes these little things tend to make us think we can fix big things. Plug drain? Call Allied Plumbing. Water heater leaking? Call Allied Plumbing. Sewer backed up? Trust me, leave it to the professionals and rely on your ally. Call Allied Plumbing. With 75 years of combined experience, it speaks for itself. Allied Plumbing 94-2001.
South Dakotans, due to the recent flood, hail, and windstorms, many of you have damage and are in need of making repairs. When it comes to making the decision of who to hire to complete the repairs, you should Always check with the Department of Revenue to ensure they're licensed to do business in South Dakota. And you should check with Consumer Protection to see if any complaints have been filed against the company. And finally, never sign anything until you read all the details. Rule of thumb, when someone knocks on your door to sell you a product or service, they need to provide you with a 3-day right to cancel. Go to consumersd.gov and look under transient vendors or call 800-300-1986.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. 222523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. Quality. Call 222-2523.
AGE Corporation's Contract Train Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Train Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back to our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto 500 West New in Pierre. Go Govs!
As we welcome you back here, the Pierre Governors and the Yankton Bucks getting set for a tip-off as we welcome you here on KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station, along with on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Emma Thielen back at the station, and Blake Dean, John Winkler here. I'm John Winkler, he's Blake Dean, not the other way around, as we are set and ready to roll from Riggs High School. Let's get you the starting lineups. First, we'll get you the lineup first for the Yankton Bucks. To be Carson Ness, the 6-foot junior forward. Number 3, Landon Potts, the 6'1" senior guard. Tucker Gilmore, the 6'4" senior forward, wearing number 5. Number 31 is Bryce Krall, the 6-foot junior forward. And number 34, Matthew Sheldon, the 6'1" junior forward. So it is Ness, Potts, Gilmore, Krall, and Sheldon for the Yankton Bucks. For the Pierre Governors, that same starting 5, Luke Olson, the 5'11" junior guard. Chet Zabel wearing number 3. He's the 6'5" senior forward. Kate Kaiser, the 6'2" senior guard. Dawson Getz, the 6'3" junior guard. And Miles Doyle, the 6'1" junior guard. It is Olson, Zabel, Kaiser, Getz, and Doyle as the starting lineup for the Pierre Governors just about to be announced. And Blake, good crowd. It's always a good crowd when Pierre and Yankton play, but kind of it almost is, it's not shocking that we have a good crowd tonight, but was not expecting such a great crowd that we have here tonight.
Yeah, really packed house tonight, John. You're absolutely right, and I think part of that is, you know, we had middle school basketball appreciation night, so a lot of the middle school 7th and 8th grade kids and their families coming out here also to support the Govs, and I think that's, you know, maybe a part of the reason why we're seeing a lot more butts in the seats tonight. But really packed house. You're absolutely right to that regard, and should be an exciting basketball game. Probably get some noise in the gym here tonight also.
So the Govs will go from right to left, the Yankton Bucks from left to right. It is the Bucks in their red jerseys with the Governors wearing their white jerseys with the green numbers and letters. If the Govs would have wore their green jerseys, you'd have the Christmas matchup. But
yeah.
obviously not going to be the case. They're going to wear the white jerseys. So
thank goodness for our colorblind fans that are watching also.
That's right.
That would have been a disaster.
Yeah, that would not have been good. Kate Kaiser and Tucker Gilmore for the opening tip. It is won by the Governors. We're underway here on this Friday night from Riggs High School. Luke Olson here for the Govs. He'll throw it left side for Jet Zabel as he'll wait. Zabel will spin. He was cut off by Gilmore. There's a jumper from Kaiser that's too strong, and the rebound comes for Gilmore. And up ahead come the Yankton Bucks in their first offensive possession. And we'll get that stop as it is the Bucks with it. Carson Ness, top of the key for Tucker Gilmore. Over on the left side for Matthew Sheldon. Comes back for Gilmore on the right wing, defended by Miles Doyle. Out top for now Landon Potts. Underneath that shot, floating shot is good for Tucker Gilmore. And Yankton strikes first. They lead it 2-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. It is Kate Kaiser on the right side, hands back for Dawson Getz. Another handoff here for Luke Olson on the right side. Man-to-man defense for Yankton. Getz left wide open for three, buries it, and a three for the Governors.
Yeah, good action there by Getz. Good screen to free him, and he's able to put one down for a 3-2 lead for the Govs early.
Underneath it is for Gilmore here for the Yankton Bucks. He'll turn with it. Shot was short. Rebound grab of the Governors. Up ahead the other way for Pierre. Olson will start to drive. He got in the lane, took one big step, and was able to float it to the basket, and Olson makes it 5-2.
Good job by Olson, able to penetrate the defense there. Again, we talk about it all the time. The kid is listed at 5'11" in your program, but he plays like he's 6'5", able to get in and amongst the trees and the paint, put down a layup, 5-2 lead for the Govs.
So now here is going to be Ness that will stop and pop a long two. His foot was on the line. And Carson Ness is on the score sheet to make it 5-4. Right back the other way. Getz passes it low for Kaiser. Now back out top for Zabel on the left side for Miles Doyle. Works around the screen from Zabel. Now it's Olson on the right wing. Gets the screen from Doyle. Now Olson will step back. Hands back for Kaiser. Kaiser with 13 on the shot clock. Gets it for Zabel. He'll pump fake. Then he'll turn with it. Offensive rebound, but stepping out of bounds was Miles Doyle on the rebound, and it will be Yankton basketball.
Yeah, tough break there for Miles Doyle. He got the rebound where he wanted to underneath the basket, but just foot on the line, toe on the line, probably out of bounds, ends up in the hands of the Bucks.
So here is going to be Landon Potts that will hand off for Carson Ness. Ness underneath. Sheldon rolled off that screen. It was open, and Sheldon makes it 6-5. Make that Gilmore as it makes it 6-5 for Yankton.
Yeah, another good slip screen there by Gilmore, and it looks like Ness is going to get a possible steal of Olson, but Olson able to retrieve it, and the Govs still have possession.
It is now in the corner. Doyle for three. That's knocked down for Miles Doyle, and it's 8-6. Governors go right back on top.
Yeah, broken possession there for the Govs, able to salvage it. Olson able to start it by retrieving the 50-50 ball, and the Govs get it down to a wide-open Miles Doyle in the corner. He's made a few shots from the corner here over the last few games. That might be, the Govs might look to him for him to do that more often.
Gilmore will miss the shot as he was knocked down on the other end, but the Governors get the defensive rebound. Zabel will drive in with the left hand and float up, then tipped by Olson at the rim, and he missed the second chance opportunity. And Yankton survives that offensive rebound for the Governors. 4:35 to go, 8-6 lead here for the Governors. It is Kroll that will hand back off. Ness, pump fake, now will start to drive. He'll kick it back out top for Potts. Over on the left side as Sheldon will drive. Kicks it over, back out, left wing three. That one's offline. Zabel was trying to run for the rebound. He was knocked over. He got shouldered down, but play continues as it's going to be now for Kaiser, who had pump faked, and then will pass it back out. Taken here for Dawson Getz. Now here's Olson again here for the Governors. On the right wing for Getz. Back out top for Kaiser. Left side for Olson. He'll swing it right side. Doyle will catch. He'll pull up for three. That one's missed, and the rebound's going to be grabbed by the Yankton Bucks. 3:50 left to go here in quarter number one. Over on the right side, it'll be taken here by number 2 in Carson Ness. Long three again, a long shot again just inside the arc, and that one's going to be missed. And the rebound's grabbed by the Governors. And we'll go back here for Luke Olson as he'll work it back out top. 3:30 left to go here in quarter number one. Governors lead at 8-6.
Both teams getting good opportunities, John. Just shots aren't falling here the last 2 possessions for either team.
Olsen will drive in, throws to the basket, but it's going to be taken by Zabel. Goes down as a pass. Jed Zabel's on the score sheet to make it a 10-6 lead for the Governors.
What a pass by Luke Olsen. He was falling away from that, able to get the ball to his right hand and throw it up to Zabel for this year's version of an alley-oop, which doesn't result in a dunk, but 2 points nonetheless.
Underneath from Ness and Sheldon, that was off the hands, out of bounds, and with 2:59, we'll have our first turnover of the ball game, and it goes to Yankton as Tyan Butts and Cooper Twilliger will check in. That was just the second stoppage that we've had this entire first quarter with only 2:59 to go.
Yeah, back and forth game. Not a lot of stoppages on either side of the floor. Checking in for Yankton is Easton Nelson, number 12, a 6-foot junior, and Miles Drotzman, number 13, a freshman for the Bucks.
It is Buss that will throw it back left side here for Olsen. He starts to walk it to the three-point line, and then he'll step back. Buss now, he's open. He'll take it just offline, but it's a rebound for Kaiser. His fadeaway shot is also missed. Rebounds off the backhand of Dawson Getz, and it will go to the Yankton Bucks with 2:32 to play here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, tough shot there for Buss. Long off the back. Kaiser with a good offensive rebound, just not able to put it back up, and ball ends up off of Dawson Getz's arm out of bounds in favor of the Bucks. Bucks down 4 with 2:23 to go.
That's a kicking violation by Luke Olsen, trying to stop that backdoor feed to Carson Ness from Landon Potts. So it'll be a baseline inbound here for the Bucks with 2:22 to go, 26 on the shot clock. Lob pass that is caught and then almost turned over as Potts had lost the handle of it. Buss nearly took that away from him. Now it's going to be Ness on the left side. Off the screen, it's going to be Gilmore with the shot. That was too strong from Tucker Gilmore. Rebound for the Governors. They race up the court. Kaiser didn't have the numbers. He'll back it out to the right wing. Now Buss on the left side. He'll drive baseline over for Terwilliger. We get a charge called against Tyan Buss, trying to make that pass as Gilmore set it, and the Governors turn it over for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Buss was trying to make something happen there. Looked like he might have had something because it was a really pretty feed inside to Terwilliger, but just a little bit too much out of control there from Tyan Buss, and he runs right over a buck, and that turns the ball back over to Yankton with 1:55 to go here in this first quarter. Govs up by 4.
So here on the right side, it'll be a handoff for Potts now on the left wing. It's going to be taken by Miles Drotzman. Gilmore hands back, Potts for 3, buries the triple to make it 10-9. And Landon Potts, his first points of the night. 1:33 to go here in quarter number 1. Pass for Terwilliger, too far away from him. That's another turnover by the Governors. They're second in back-to-back possessions. As it's now going to be at the top of the key for Potts on the right side. It'll be taken here, back out Potts on the top of the key. 1:17 to go in the first quarter. Potts, he'll step for another long 3 that's missed. The rebound swatted out. It's going to be off of the Yankton Bucks, and it will be to the Governors with 1:08 left to go here in the first quarter.
And they're going to let Potts shoot that. That's a long 3-point shot, but Potts very capable of making that, as we saw in the possession before. Potts is one of the very few Bucks that come back from last year's state championship team who did contribute for that squad. So definitely a good basketball player to keep your eye on if you're a Govs fan, number 3 wearing red.
It is Kaiser that's underneath. That ball's bouncing around, and it'll eventually be taken here by the Yankton Bucks. The Governors turn the ball over again. 3 turnovers in their last 3 possessions. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Yankton down by 1 with the ball. 10-9 our score. The American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. On the left side, Potts trying to drive. That's going to be a foul committed by Kate Kaiser. They got that left leg out there and ends up picking up the foul. Just the second team foul in the first quarter.
Yeah, tough break there for Kaiser. He was trying to stop Potts on the drive, and like you said, just kind of caught him with a little bit of the leg there. Ball ends up off the head of Luke Olsen on the inbound pass. Turnover by the Bucks in favor of the Govs.
Shot clock turned off. 25 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Governors can extend their 1-point lead with the made bucket. That one nearly a carry, a double dribble. Almost had a turnover by Olsen unforced. 15 seconds to go now here in the quarter. Olsen trying to create the separation, gets a screen from Terwilliger. Man fell down. Olsen with the left hand, trying to get in the basket, missed the shot, rebound. We've got a tie-up And we've got the tie up for a jump ball that will go in favor of Yankton with 6.2 to go. And the referee making sure that nothing was going to come of that, both Kaiser and the Yankton player falling to the floor, but cooler heads were definitely going to prevail with a 6.2 to go in the quarter.
And thank goodness they did, because that was a fight for the basketball between Kaiser, the senior, and Drotzman, the freshman.
There's a turnover. Kaiser with the left hand gets the layup. No, he missed it. And then a foul with 0.3 to go. That will put Ty and Buss on the free throw line. Yankton turned it over on the inbound pass. Kaiser missed the left-handed layup, and then they fouled Buss. I believe they fouled him shooting in the act of shooting. They did. So Buss will be at the free throw line. The only foul committed in the quarter comes with 0.3 to go from Yankton, and Buss will go to the line for 2 to try and extend the 1-point lead. First free throw will be good for Ty and Buss.
And I think what happened there was Kaiser had visions of a dunk right there to end the quarter, and I think he just kind of got caught up in no man's land a little bit there and missed the dunk. Luckily, Ty and Buss right there for the offensive rebound, who makes the first, misses the second, so the Govs end up with a 2-point lead here to end quarter number 1, 11-9 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein scoreboard.
Oh, look at you. Look at you go, Blake. All right, 11-9 score for the Pierre Governors at the end of the first quarter. We will step aside for a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman at Floss Dentistry in Pierre is family owned and operated. They have modern practice, caring staff. They have same-day availability. Floss Dentistry is located at 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre with hours Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Give them a call at 605-224-2161 and don't put off that schedule any longer. Floss Dentistry, 603 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or give Dr. Nick and Chelsea Redeman a call at 605-224-2161.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing mental health, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling. Hope, healing, and change.
As we welcome you back here, the Pierre Governors are leading 11-9 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein scoreboard to start the second quarter. And they will get the ball to start the second quarter, as it will be Luke Olson that will catch here for the Govs as we're back underway. Govs' largest lead was about 4 in that first quarter. Cooper Twilliger, he'll drive on the right side. He'll look back, throw it for Zabel at the top of the key. Try to go right back down low to Twilliger, but the pass was deflected and stolen away by Matthew Sheldon. And the first possession all for naught for the Governors. This is their 4th turnover of the ball game. And on the right side here is Sheldon. That will give back for Gilmore. Left wing, it is taken here by LaCroix. Tegan LaCroix, who's in for Yankton. That pass, that fooled everybody going all the way through. Nobody saw it for the Governors, and for Yankton, they really didn't get a chance of it either. Went off the fingertips of Sheldon and out of play. Make that Gilmore out of play, and their 4th turnover as well.
Yankton's going to put on a full court press here, John, try to speed up the Govs and create some turnovers here.
Dawson Guess on the left side. He'll work all the way down to the corner. Now Twilliger, top of the key for Olson for 3. Buried by Luke Olson. That's his third three of the ball game for the Governors. They lead it by 5, largest lead, 14-9.
So that can work one of two ways. As Dawson Getz picks up a foul as he bumps Tucker Gilmore there. That can work one of two ways. You're trying to speed up the game if you're the Bucks. That can work in your favor by creating turnovers, or it can lead to open shots, which we just saw on the other end of the floor with an Olsen 3 with virtually nobody in his face.
7:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Fresh 35, first foul committed by Dawson Getz, first of the second quarter. There's a shot by Potts. It's an air ball, and it didn't even hit the baseline. It hit out of bounds, so the missed shot goes in favor of the Governors to get the ball back with 6:59 to go.
Yeah, good defense there by Olsen, really eliminating the airspace of Potts on that shot, forcing the air ball and the turnover.
Here is Olsen now with it. Zabel, left side. He'll drive all the way. Olsen with the layup gets it to go. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Haynes. So it'll be a quick one here, a 6:42 to go in the first half, a 30-second timeout. And Blake, I say this too because, you know, over the weekend where the Governors lost to Harrisburg and O'Gorman, Luke Olson didn't shoot a whole lot, and not that you want him to just take all the shots. That's not what I'm going to try and say, but Luke Olson is very important to score for the Governors. He's got to be a key piece for the Governors to score. He's already got 7 here tonight, and the Governors are up by 7.
Yeah, just 10 points over the weekend in 2 games for Luke Olson. This weekend going out to the metro area against Harrisburg and Sioux Falls O'Gorman, or Bishop O'Gorman, I guess I should say. 4 points in the Harrisburg game, which was a season low for him. 6 points against O'Gorman. He shot 2 of 7 against Harrisburg, 2 of 10 against O'Gorman. So, really not great shooting splits for Olson this weekend. Really good to see him bounce back here tonight against Yankton, get off on the right foot. Once you see the first one start to drop, you start to build a little confidence, and I think we're starting to see that out of the Governor Junior point guard.
So here is Carson Ness now back for Yankton as we get back to basketball. 6.5 to go in the first half. Here leading by their largest lead, 16-9, the American Family Insurance. Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Backdoor feed for Carson Ness, and a good pass from the Yankton Bucks, and Carson Ness now with his 4th point.
Yeah, I think that was Gilmore that drew the double team and that fed Ness on the back door, but yeah, Govs bit on that hard, and that left Ness wide open.
Ball's knocked away, goes to the backcourt at that line, but Olson can pick it up. Now gets for 3 in the corner, buried by Dawson, yes, and it's 19-11. His second 3 tonight.
3rd assist for Olson as well by my running tally.
That
Olson's going to get a steal here,
is stolen away by Olson. He'll get an easy layup as he makes it a 10-point lead for the Governors. He's now got 7 of his 9 here in the second quarter, and the Governors have taken advantage of the Yankton Bucks' miscues. It is down the left side. It is going to be Sheldon, pump fake at the basket, missed the shot. Cooper Twilliger with the defense. Zabel races it to midcourt. Able to get a pass back. Olson, heat check from Olson. And that one misses just short. Olson was feeling it. He was looking for already 10 points in the quarter. Govs still lead it though by 10. Gilmore steps back. Right baseline jumper is missed. And then a foul committed on the rebound by Matthew Sheldon as Sawyer Sonnenschein in for the Govs was able to get the rebound and then be fouled by Sheldon.
Yeah, good job there by Sawyer Sonnenschein, able to box out Matthew Sheldon on that defensive rebound and force the foul of Sheldon off of the shot from Gilmore to create that opportunity and give the ball back to the Govs, now up by 10 with 5:10 to go here in the first half.
So here is going to be Luke Olson back with it. Governors lead it by 10, 21-11. Trying to get around Potts in the front court. Hands off for Kaiser. On the right elbow, Twilliger now at the top for Olson. Olson working over left side. He'll start to drive back over for Kaiser. He was able to tip it to himself. He starts to drive. Man knocked down, and a charge is called against Kate Kaiser. And that'll be another turnover for the Governors. Their 5th one of the ball game. The second foul committed against Kate Kaiser.
Yeah, Kaiser just trying to create some sort of separation, kind of lowered the shoulder a little bit and sent, I don't know if it was Potts or Ness, but one of the two was flying across the key, and that's a pretty easy call for the guys in the stripes there, as Olson's going to get called for this one with a body on a drive by Drotzman, the freshman.
Olson will pick up his first foul. That's the 3rd Governor foul of the quarter. Ty and Buss will check in for Kaiser.
The Kaiser's got 2 right now, probably a good substitution there by Coach Kuzler. Not that Kaiser's in foul trouble, but with another half to play, as Yankton's going to pick up an offensive foul here on number 3 in Potts, maybe on the push-off on the inbound, but good substitution there by Coach Kuzler, trying to save Kaiser for either late in this second quarter or to start the second half with 2 fouls.
Here is Ty and Buss now for the Governors. Potts, he stumbles down the ground to the delight of the Pierre student section. On the left side, it'll be Buss again. Now for Twilliger on the baseline. Back out on the left side. Olson drives in, kicks it over Buss. Nearly traveled, but he's going to get the baseline jumper to fall. Ty and Buss now with 3 points and a 12-point lead for Pierre.
And another assist by Luke Olson on that one, as the foul is going to go possibly against Terwilliger here. We'll look at who they're going to get on the call. It is going to be Terwilliger, his first, but good find there by Olson. Buss with a good pump fake in the right corner, got Potts up in the air, took a right-handed dribble inside the paint for about a 15-foot jump shot, which he buries on the baseline. And the Govs now have a 23-11 lead with 4:05 to go in the first half.
So Landon Potts now will inbound, fresh 35, 4:05 left to go here in the first half. Top of the key, it'll be taken here from Bryce Krall. He'll look underneath, he threw it out of bounds, and it's just missed a little girl that was running across and hit the second row up. And thankfully did not hit anybody as we get a timeout taken by the Pierre Governors on the fourth turnover of the quarter by Yankton. 23-11, Governors lead it by 12. Actually, it was Yankton that took the timeout. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We might not be the largest repair shop in town, but we take pride in what we do. We want to make the experience as possible for you. So we will work with your insurance claim from beginning to the end. Locally owned with 50 years combined in the shop, Wheelhouse Auto Body will take the rest off of you. Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact them at 605-494-0436, 605-494-0436 or wheelhouseautobody@gmail.com. As we welcome you back here at Pierre Governors, they are leading by 12 with 3:59 left to go here in quarter number 2. John Winkler alongside Blake Dean on the timeout taken by the Yankton Bucks. And it will be the Governor basketball coming out of the timeout. 7 turnovers now for the Yankton Bucks, 5 for the Governors so far. Yankton, it was a while for them to have their first turnover, but since then they've really, I wouldn't say been careless with the basketball, but the turnovers have been contagious for the Yankton Bucks. As Dawson Getz will inbound coming out of the timeout. Getz will inbound for Luke Olson as the small press is easily broken by the junior Olson. Bus here at the top of the key, the right side for Olson. Underneath for Terwilliger. Ball swatted away by Yankton. And it goes out of play as Easton Nelson came from behind to hit the ball out, but stays with the Govs with 3:46 and 23 still on the shot clock. Left baseline inbound to Williger. Top of the key here for Olson. Now as Getz on the right side, he is fouled with a little bit of a push, and that'll be the third Yankton foul of the quarter.
They're going to get Bryce Krall on this one here, John. But to your point, going back to the turnovers coming out of the break, you know, little bit of a I don't want to say a sloppy quarter from Yankton thus far, but really they only have 2 points here in the first 4 minutes of the quarter, and I think part of that can be attributed to the Governor defense, but the other part can be, you know, self-inflicted mistakes, like you said.
Gets a long-range three right in front of the student section, knocks it down to make it 26-11.
And Getz now with the tied with Olson for the team high and 9 points. The man, when he gets hot, don't let him touch the ball anywhere or once he gets across half court, because he can light you up if you do that.
So a 15-point lead now for the Governors. 3:20 to go still here in the first half as the inbound pass will go all the way back out beyond the midcourt line and work back in here by Landon Potts. 15-point advantage for the Gov, their largest lead. They're trying to put the hammer down on the Yankton Bucks. It's going to be Gilmore inside. There's a foul committed by Miles Doyle, who tried to go straight up but got the arm out and on Gilmore. And Tucker Gilmore will go to the free throw line, where we'll have the first Yankton free throws of the ball game. Doyle picked up his first foul. Governors are 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Yankton, again, the first free throws of the ball game as Gilmore makes the first one.
Yeah, that's just a tough foul there from Doyle. He did go straight up with the one arm, but yeah, you're right. He kind of got the forearm on the body of Gilmore with the other, and that was enough for the official on the baseline to call the foul as Gilmore sinks the first, and he puts the second one up, and it goes down. So a 26-13 lead for the Governors now with 3:04 to go and rolling here in the second quarter.
Olson here in the front court to the left elbow for Zabel. Gives away a little underhand pass for Olson. Nearly lost the handle of the ball. Was able to work it back. Now Olson again. His pass for Doyle. He drives in. He is fouled. And we'll have 2 free throws coming up here for Miles Doyle. So a first quarter where we saw 3 combined fouls. I believe maybe only 2 combined fouls And now we've got 9 here with still 2:48 left to go in the first half. Miles Doyle will step to the line. That'll be the second foul committed by Landon Potts and the 4th Yankton foul. First free throw from Doyle is too strong. So that, again, tells you just, one, the defense, I wouldn't say is bad, but it doesn't really, I guess, say a whole lot, but a little bit more contact, a little bit more physical here in the second quarter.
Yeah, both teams starting to ramp up the physicality, to your point. And Doyle comes into this contest shooting, 7 of 11 from the line as he makes the second one, going 1 for 2 from that trip. So, Governors have really shot free throws well this year, and that's a key difference between this year's team and last year's team. That's what's helped them win a lot of basketball games this year.
Still up by 14 here for the Governors. 2:35 left to go here in the first half. Potts to the right side. There's a long 3 by Ness. That is offline, and Getz will get the rebound. And it will be handed off for Olsen as he flies down the court. Off for Buss for 3. Buried by Tyan Buss, and it's 30-13. Buss with his first 3 of the ball game. And another timeout taken by Coach Hayes. He can feel this lead starting to kind of slip away a little bit, the game slipping away a little bit. 2:16 to go here in the first half, and it is a 17-point advantage now for the Governors on the American Family Insurance. Brittany Shuffle by a scoreboard, and Blake, regardless of Yankton's record, regardless of how this game is going, or I guess I should say regardless of how the game is going, but you're playing Yankton. You're playing a rival team that, regardless of the record, playing a game like this in this first half, as long as they can emulate that in the second half, that's a huge confidence builder for this Governor team going into the final stretch of the season.
And you're absolutely right to that point, John. And Luke Olsen has really dictated this basketball game so far. I've got him down for 6 assists in this first half. Probably more than that I'll have to go back and maybe do stats here, but the kid's got 9 points in the game, 6 assists at least. I don't have him necessarily for a rebound, but he's dishing the ball left and right, getting it to open guys on the floor. The shots are falling tonight. I think that's a big difference also, and that's why the Govs have a 17-point lead here with 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter here.
Potts will drive. He'll kick it back out for Ness. Now on the right side, as it will be Sheldon that will drive with the left hand, and that shot was too strong. And the rebound's grabbed by the Governors. They can extend this 17-point lead right now, as it is Zabel that will give back for Olsen. He'll drive. His ball is knocked out of his hands. He'll recover, and now it's going to be Getz that will drive. Baseline jumper inside the arc this time for Dawson Getz, as he knocks down his first jumper inside the arc. 11 points for him, and a 19-point lead for the Governors.
Yeah, good job ball movement there from the Govs after the shot initially was blocked by Olsen, or from Olsen, as Sheldon looks to pass over to the wing there. Possibly just a good save there by number 25. I have that on my score sheet. Tate Bestie, there you go.
This will be a 3 from Potts. That was missed. The rebound will be grabbed by Buss. And with 1:12 left to go here in the first half, Governors can extend the lead over 20. Fouled as he was trying to get to the basket, regardless if it was a shooting foul or not. Doyle stepping to the line for 2 with the 5th team foul by the Yankton Bucks. And it will be on the second foul committed by Matthew Sheldon. Doyle went 1 for 2 for the line the first trip.
But going back to finish that thought, what I was saying earlier, a good job on the previous possession by the Govs after the ball was knocked out of the hands of Olsen as he drove. As Doyle sinks the first free throw, he'll have another one on the way here. They did a good job of moving the ball. Buss caught it on the near wing, got it to Getz. Pump fake, got his man in the air. Couple dribbles inside. Took about a 15-foot jump shot from the left baseline, able to knock it down, as the Govs now have an 18-point lead, make it 19 as Doyle has
21-point lead.
21, you're right. 21-point lead is as Doyle is going 3 for 4 as far as free throws go in the quarter.
It is now 55 to go here in the second quarter. 34-13. Governors on top of the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. On the left side, it is going to be for Sheldon, underneath for Gilmore. That pass, or the ball knocked away, stolen away by the Governors. Another turnover by Yankton. They're 5th of the quarter, 8th of the ball game. And then Getz is fouled beyond the arc. That one by Dropsman. Make that, for LaCroix. The foul gets and send Dawson Getz to the line for the first time here tonight. He has got 11 points. Governors are 4 for 6 from the free throw line here in the first half. 37 seconds to go in the first half as Getz will knock down the first free throw.
Yeah, Getz comes into tonight shooting from the free throw line. 15 of 18 on the year, so not a lot of free throws shot by Getz as he makes both, but he's leading the team coming into tonight with an 83% free throw percentage.
Shot clock's got 1 to 2 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. With a 23-point lead for the Governors. That ball is bouncing. That'll be taken by Bus. Another steal as it's up ahead for Eladio Simental. We get another charge called against the Governors. We've seen a lot of charges be called in this ball game, as it'll be the 3rd turnover by the Governors and the first foul by Simental.
They're good to see Simental in the basketball game already here in this first half. He's gotten a lot of run here recently, but just a little bit too aggressive to the basket. Yankton did a good job of recovering, drawing the charge, and picking up this possession here with 10 seconds to go left in the first half.
It is Potts that will drive past Simental. Now he'll throw it. Drossman back out. It'll be Potts pulling up for a long 3. Missed the shot. Rebound by Getz. Doesn't get a chance to shoot the ball away, but the Governors will take a 36-13 lead at the end of the first half. A 4-point quarter for Yankton, and the Governors outscore them 25-4 in the second to lead it now by 23 in the ball game. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This winter, sip on a delicious hot cocoa and lose yourself in the grace of a fresh falling snow before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank noise for winter sports. Stomp for block shots, holler for match-sealing takedowns, and go berserk for a perfect dismount. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit How discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. As we welcome you back here, the Pierre Governors, they are leading 36-13 on American Family Insurance. Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard at the end of the first half. John Winkler alongside Blake Dean as the first half stats. We'll start with Yankton, who had just 3 guys score in that first half. and only scored 4 points in the second quarter. 6'4" Tucker Gilmore, he went 2 for 2 for the line in the second quarter. The only field goal made by Yankton was Carson Ness. He's got 4 points in the first half, and Landon Potts hit a 3 in that first quarter. 9 turnovers for Yankton, 6 in that second quarter where they just did not have the offense going. They did go 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Governors on the other side, 13 points for Dawson Getz. He leads all scorers. Luke Olson's got 9. 6 points for Tyan Buss and Miles Doyle, and 2 for Jed Zabel, as the Governors went 6 for 8 from the free throw line, including 5 of 6 in that second quarter. They turned the ball over 3 times in the first and the second quarter, and 6 turnovers overall in that first half. Blake, overall, Yankton and Pierre close to that first quarter, and then the Governors made Yankton pay for the turnovers in that second.
Yeah, just what a second quarter by the Govs, to your point, John. 25-4 in that second quarter. That's really caused the separation of this basketball game to make it a 23-point lead at halftime for Pierre. You look at stat-wise, and really, turnovers between the two teams. Yankton only has about 3 more turnovers than Pierre, so a lot of credit to the Govs defense on getting some steals, forcing missed shots, getting possibly lucky on a few opportunities that Yankton, the shots just didn't fall. But really, really a solid quarter for the Govs, and if they end up winning this basketball game, we can point to this second quarter as the reason why. Got a lot of separation, 21-point differential in this quarter, and Yankton, I'm sure in the Yankton locker room, Coach Haynes is telling the guys that we're trying to do a lot of soul searching right now, because what an effort put forth by the Govs. And on the flip side, just 4 points in a quarter. Nobody wants to ever score 4 points in a quarter, regardless of which team you play for. So, I'm guessing we'll see Yankton come out with a little bit of fire here to start this second half, and so the Govs have got to be ready for it. They've been the team in the past. We can point to the Aberdeen game for being one game that the Govs were down not quite by as many at halftime, but they came out with a lot of fire, and they flipped the game in that third quarter, outscoring Aberdeen, coming into the quarter down 10, coming out of the quarter being up 1, and then ending up holding on to winning the basketball game in that fourth quarter. So I'm guessing Yankton's going to come out with a lot of fire here in this second half, and so Govs have got to be ready to take a punch, absorb it, and possibly look to finish off this basketball game.
Govs outscore Yankton by 21 in that second quarter. They lead it by 23 at the end of the first half, as the Govs lead at 36-13. The American Family Insurance Printing Shuffle by scoreboard. We'll step aside, come back in 3 minutes with the start of the second half. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
As community bankers, bank employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
We can look back at the game and see how we came to our position. This is Pastor Sam, Faith Lutheran Church. We can also look back at our lives and see how we got to where we are today. If you're in a tough spot or if things are going great, I encourage you to try this approach. Call a timeout. Get some advice from the best possible coach, from your loving God. Join us at Faith Lutheran Church for worship, where you'll hear God's plan for the game.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Wondering what to do with it and run and drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
What? Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! Call it! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
As we welcome you back here, we are set for quarter number 3. The Pierre Governors, they lead it at 36-13. American Family Insurance, Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Yankton will get the ball to start this third quarter. And Blake, real quick, these first couple minutes are going to be key for the Governors. They can get this to a 30-point lead right away. Things become a lot easier for the Govs down the stretch.
Absolutely. That's when that running clock gets implemented, and this game ends a lot quicker than get it to that 30-point lead as Doyle picks up a quick foul here to start the third quarter.
Trying to get that quick steal and a foul committed. That'll be his second. And the quick first team foul of the third quarter, 10 seconds into the third.
One thing I wanted to mention too, John, that I didn't get to talk about much at halftime is Jet Zabel, the leading scorer for the Govs, comes out of that first half with 2 points. As the shot is missed by Sheldon on a 3-point attempt, Doyle gets the rebound. 2 points. He averages 13.5 points a game, so possibly look for Zabel to get going here in the second half.
Gets on the left side, underneath for Zabel on the left baseline. Out to the left elbow for Kaiser. He'll drive in, lost hand on the ball. Olsen, though, will pick it back up. It'll be now taken here by Olsen, and it'll be to the right side for Kaiser. It'll be left wing for Doyle. Now it's Zabel. His pass over on the left side for Getz. It'll be Olsen pulling up as his shot clock was expiring, but the offensive rebound will come all the way back out for Getz. Now Zabel will travel and turn it over on the left baseline. And the Governors, who got that second possession, had an opportunity, but ends up being a turnover.
Yep, good long offensive rebound there by Getz. Just an unfortunate turnover there as Zabel shuffled the feet before he started to go.
It'll be on the left side here, taken by Sheldon. And Sheldon will pass it over. That shot by Gilmore might have slipped out of his hands a little bit. He rubbed the hand on his jersey because the shot was about 5 feet away, and he only shot about 3 feet. Kate Kaiser on the right side after the miss. He'll drive in. Lost the handle of the ball. It'll be end up picking up by Yankton. Another turnover of the Governors. Back-to-back turnovers by Pierre. All the way in the basket. Ness lost his footing, and then he ended up being a shot blocked by Olsen. Now Zabel will drive. Man fell over looking for the charge. No call was made. Zabel missed the shot, and the rebound comes for Yankton. And it's back for Potts the other way. Spin move past Doyle. Goes up and under to get it over for Sheldon. And Matthew Sheldon will get his first points of the evening. And Yankton will score first here in the third quarter, 36-15.
Yeah, good job of penetrating there by Ness. He feeds Sheldon on the left block. Up and in for 2. Now lead down to 21.
Yes, for 3, right side, rolls in and out. Looking for that 24-point lead for the Governors, but it will be back for Yankton on the left side. It is Krall, and then we will get a foul committed by the Governors, and Kate Kaiser ran over the screen of Potts, and so Kaiser will pick up his third foul, and he'll have to go to, well, they're going to leave him in the ball game. He was walking over to the bench, and then Coach Gooser says, you're still in the game. You got 3 fouls, but you're still in the game. 5:45 to go here in the third quarter. Lob out top, Fear for Sheldon. Make that Gilmore. Left side for Potts. That left elbow jumper is true. And Potts will make his first field goal since the first quarter to make it 35-15. Olsen here for the Governors. Across midcourt for now Getz in the right corner. He'll work it out to the wing. That pass might have been intended for Olsen, but Terwilliger caught it as it was more towards him. Now Olsen will drive the left side. He will get to the bucket. He's fouled, and he'll go the line. Olsen stands at 5'11". He was going among Yankton doesn't have the size, but going against guys that are taller than him. He was able to draw the foul as Miles Dronsman will pick up his first one, and Olsen will step to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and Luke Olsen, John, as he sinks the first free throw with that block of, I think it was either Ness or Potts on the near end of the floor on this last possession. Now becomes the team leader in blocks, if you can believe that, as he makes the second free throw as well. So guy standing under 6 foot is your team leader in blocks for the Pierre Governors this year.
So 21-point lead again here for the Governors, 38-17, the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Driving in, the Bucks, Drossman, he travels and will turn it over. 10th turnover of the ball game now for Yankton with 5:03 left to go here in quarter number 3. Ryan Buss will check in for Cade Kaiser. Coach Haynes only has 2 timeouts remaining. Thought maybe that Kusler had taken one earlier in that first quarter, late in the first quarter, early second, but it was Coach Haynes that took all 3 of those timeouts in the first half, so he is limited in the times that he can slow things down here tonight. As Tyan Buss, that shot is blocked, but a foul committed by Landon Potts, his third, and Buss will go to the free throw line where he's 1 for 2 so far tonight.
Yeah, just got Potts up in the air, did Buss, and Potts was looking for the ball, but caught a little bit of the arm and the body, and that will send Buss to the free throw line for 2. Buss doing a good job off the bench tonight, John. 6 points thus far. He's got an opportunity for 7 and 8 here as he makes the first free throw to give him 7 on the night. He's got another free throw on the way. But a good bench scoring effort. That was something that we talked about post-game after the Aberdeen game, was the Govs won that basketball game by 2 points without any bench contribution. And granted, thus far, Tyan Buss has been the only bench contribution as far as scoring-wise for the Govs. But Tyan Buss giving the Govs a little bit of a boost off the bench as he misses the second free throw.
So 39-17, Governors lead it by 22 with 4:40 left to go here in quarter number 3. There's Potts for 3. That one's too strong. Rolled in and out. Olsen got the rebound, and he was able to race in the front court, and then his pass is off the hands of Potts, then stolen away. Olsen tried to force one that time and ends up costing him with the turnover. 9th turnover of the ball game now for Pierre. 4:20 remaining here in quarter number 3. 22-point lead for the Governors, 39-17. On the left side, Sheldon make that Gilmore. That pass is off his hands, out of play, and a turnover again for Yankton. That'll be turnover number 11 in the ball game.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there between Gilmore and Potts. Potts was leading Gilmore a little bit, and Gilmore was trying to sink into Terwilliger, and ball ends up on the baseline in favor of the Govs.
Yes, will drive underneath the basket. Now it's going to be thrown in the corner for Doyle. As he'll drive, he was able to throw it over the top of him for Getz, but that shot falls or was missed as he was just inside the three-point arc on the left baseline. Then the ball is stripped away from Gilmore, and that one will be off the hands of the Governors and will stay with Yankton with 3:49 to go here in the third, and on the shot clock, 28 seconds still.
What a pass by Miles Doyle on this end, John. I don't know how he got that thing to Dawson Getz on the baseline, and then he comes down the other end of the floor, gets what I thought was a takeaway off the knee of one of the Yankton Bucks, but Yankton retains possession.
Gilmore is stuffed by Dawson Getz. What a block there from the junior. Now it's Olsen for a Buss. He'll drive off the pump fake, but he missed the shot as he thought about maybe passing it after the missed attempt block, and then realized he was open right in front and ended up missing the shot. Now it's going to be Gilmore inside the paint, floats into the basket and in. And Tucker Gilmore's got the team high 8 points to make it a 20-point game again with 3:15 to go in the third.
Now the shots aren't necessarily falling for the Govs in this quarter, John, but hopefully they'll get it going here.
It is going to be Cooper Twilliger. That shot will fall for Twilliger. His first bucket of the night makes it 41-19. Governors are back up by 22 with 2:55 to go.
And good to see Terwilliger get a field goal on that possession there.
Landon Potts, that pass is going to be stolen away by Miles Doyle. 12th turnover of the ballgame now for Yankton. Doyle right side, Buss pulls up for three. That one will go off the backboard and go actually off the shot clock, and will be a ball out of bounds that will go in favor now of the Yankton Bucks.
But going back to my point about Terwilliger, John, good to see him get a field goal here because that is his first field goal. I guess he did have one against O'Gorman as well, but second straight game with a made field goal. He had gone 5 games before that without a made field goal, so good to see one go down for the 6'5" freshman.
41-19, American Family Insurance, Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard. It'll be on the left side, Sheldon. He starts to drive. Ball's knocked away, stolen away by the Governors. Gets racing down. That shot is good, but a foul committed before the act of shooting. And it will keep 2 points off the board right now with 2:25 to go as Carson Ness will pick up his second foul.
In the NBA, they do give you that continuation, but not here in the high school ranks in South Dakota.
Olsen will inbound here for Twilliger. Now it's going to be Getz for Buss. Olsen will catch on the left wing. Governors, as Olsen drives, he'll spin inside the paint. Now Buss on the right side for three. Rattles home for Tyan Buss. That is his second three. He's now got 10 the ball game. He gets double figures with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The lead's 25 again for the Govs. Baseline driving for Potts on the left side. Spin move. He got the shot to fall over the top of Eladio Simmental. And Potts now with 7, and the lead back to 23.
And I think I've got Olsen now for 7 assists on that last 3 from Buss. Olsen very well could end up with a double-double here tonight with points and assists.
Luke Olsen on the left side, out for Eladio Simmental. Now on the right side for Buss. Getz will catch. He tried to pull for 3, but the shot was blocked right back into his hands. With 12 seconds to go on the shot clock, Olsen will step back, reset the offense, but they only got 7 seconds to work. Olsen, he'll crossover, driving, got through 2 men, but the shot was missed. It was too strong. Not sure how he was able to split the defense like that, and then all the way the other way. A foul committed. Buss took the arm out. Foul committed. Governors give up the 2 points to Carson Ness. And the free throw line will go Ness. Chance for a 3-point play as Buss will pick up his second foul.
Yeah, good drive there by Ness. To your point on the previous end, I don't know how Olsen split the double team, just not able to finish on the layup. And the Yankton Bucks get out in transition there. They get the ball in the hands of Ness, who misses the free throw as Getz pulls down the rebound. And he absorbs the contact and is able to give himself a chance for a 3-point play, only able to get himself 2 on the trip.
Left side for Eladio Simmental, 21-point lead for the Governors. That pass, Buss had to go back for it. Now Getz for 3, his 4th of the ball game. Dawson Getz knocks down another one. He's got 16, and the Govs are back up by 24 with 45 to go here in the third quarter. Left side for Sheldon. Potts, he'll try and answer with a 3. That one's missed. The rebound's grabbed by Buss. Up ahead for Olsen. He will wait. 4 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock, so the Governors can almost hold for that final shot. Gets with it. Here Buss back near midcourt. 47-23, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And is Olsen at the top of the key for the Governors. He'll work it back all the way back at the timeline. Starts to drive, kicks it for Getz. Now with 7 to go on the shot clock. Back to Getz on the right side. Hands off for Olsen. Down to 2 seconds. His shot is blocked. We get a tie-up with 5 seconds to go. And it will be staying in possession of the Governors with 1 second on the shot clock. 5.1 to go in the quarter. Well, 1 second to go here on the shot clock. So they have to inbound and shoot. Olsen in the right baseline. We'll see who they get the ball into to put up the shot. Twilliger will catch, but he put the ball on the floor and will turn it over on the shot clock violation with 3 seconds remaining here in the quarter.
Yeah, just a little bit of a A freshman mistake there from Terwilliger, not recognizing how much time they had on the shot clock, because you're right, that ball's got to go up right away with 1 second on the shot clock.
So a quick inbound pass here. Potts will go from it. He got to the left wing for three. Had a good look, but he missed the shot, and the Governors will lead at 47-23 at the end of the third quarter. Governors are up by 24 at the end of three quarters. Back in a minute with the fourth. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Refined design, remarkable capabilities. The Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 0.9% APR for 60 months. Check out their full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierre.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
As we welcome you back here, start of the fourth quarter, Pierre Governors lead it 47-23 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Joe McClure alongside Blake Dean with Emma Thielen back at the station as you're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. And Blake, going to the fourth quarter here, Yankton will get the ball first, but Govs just need to play well, play solid fundamental basketball, and they're going to pick up their 9th win of the season. As it's on the left side for Sheldon. He'll throw it, nearly throw it away, but it was off the hands of Sawyer Sonnenschein, and out of play with 7:49 to go here in the quarter.
Yeah, to your point, you're absolutely right. Just got to close this one out. Let the clock tick down and give yourself tally on another win for the green and white if they're able to close it out.
For a three, rolls in and out, rebounds tipped around and eventually grabbed by Terwilliger. He'll throw it up ahead here for Olsen. Governors with that 24-point lead. Then the ball's turned back over as it was off the hands of Terwilliger. The quick pass got Terwilliger, unable to catch it cleanly. Now Potts for a three. That's knocked down from Landon Potts, as he's now got 10, the first player in double figures for Yankton, who trails at 47-26.
And I think they're going to have to get Landon Potts really rolling here is Yankton if they're going to give themselves a chance to get back in this ball game.
Terwilliger on the left side. He'll kick it back out top, and it'll be now Simmental. That jumper will fall for Eladio Simmental. A nice shot there from Simmental, who, as Blake said too, increased his role a little bit more over the last weekend and into this weekend, as Olsen will catch the rebound off the Yankton miss, and the Governors can extend their 23-point lead. It is now Terwilliger. Baseline jumper for the freshman is missed. Rebounds bounced around, tipped around, and eventually grabbed by Potts, who shoves it all the way down the floor, and it goes off the hands of Gilmore, and it will be a turnover by Yankton, and now another timeout taken by Coach Haynes of Yankton. 49-26 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. It is a full timeout, so we will take a 30-second break with them. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Back in 30 seconds.
Most of us already know that Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As we welcome you back here, it is a 49-26 lead for the Pierre Governors over the Yankton Bucks and the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Tomorrow, join us over on Capital City Rock as we'll have 2 hockey games for you. The Pink the Rink as the White Capital girls will play first against the Rushmore Thunder at noon, and then the boys will play at 6:15. Blake Dean joining me for the call of those two games.
I am.
seeing with the reaction that I could get out of you.
Oh, man.
And then Sunday as well, 2 o'clock game. I think Blake Dean's actually going to do a play-by-play of hockey.
I will quote my late father on his knowledge of hockey with the Chance the Rapper quote from SNL. Let's do that hockey.
Let's do that hockey.
I figured you'd appreciate that.
I absolutely do appreciate that. Blake will be dressing warm tomorrow afternoon as Cooper Terwilliger will get inside and will be able to get the easy bucket, his 4th point of the night, 51-26 here. Governors are up by 25. On the right side, Sheldon nearly lost it. Well, no, never mind. You're not a big hockey guy overall.
No,
but
zero.
As Landon Potts will pull up for 3, that shot is missed. The rebound will be fought for and won by Terwilliger.
I know the rules, kinda.
Cool. Why did everybody stop? I don't know what's going on.
What is icing?
Claudio Simmental, Sawyer Sunshine. So you see, no, just kidding.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Ty and Bus will be at the top of the key for Sawyer Sunshine. Right side for Terwilliger. He'll drive baseline. That pass is deflected, and then it will be stolen away by Yankton. Another turnover by the Governors. That's their 12th of the evening. And on the right side, it comes back for Sheldon. Now Gilmore at the free throw line. Pass over for Potts. He'll drive it. He's got the easy bucket to make it 51-28. He's now got 12. I will say, though, that while we weren't necessarily sidetracked as Bussell missed that shot, Simmental will save it.
Good save.
Sawyer Sunshine has it. Will hand back for Kaiser. That's just a glimpse of how baseball is for us. we enjoy baseball because we get the chance to really get some conversation going. As Sunshine will miss the 3. Terwilliger had the rebound, and he is fouled on the rebound with 4:50 left to go here in the 4th quarter. But just imagine that and the fun that we're having right now on top of baseball, where you get that chance to have the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're only 2 months away from baseball season.
Hard to
anyway.
believe.
Yeah.
Especially with what the weather's been like recently with as much fog as we've had.
Terwilliger, the left side. He is fouled. Bucket will count. And Terwilliger gives the Govs a 25-point lead back. He's now got 6. And it will be another free throw upcoming, and the first foul committed by Tucker Gilmore. Although the temperature has gotten to the point where you feel like you want to be outside again, as Terwilliger does make the free throw to make it 54-28, 26-point lead for the Governors.
If we could see, that would be
that's true.
That would be helpful also.
Hard to catch a pop fly when you can't see 20 feet in front of you, as this will be off the hands of the Governors, off the back arm of the Governors out of play, as Miles Doyle will check back in for Cade Kaiser. So it's Simmental, Terwilliger, Buss, Doyle, and Sunshine the court now for the Governors with 4:35 to go and a 26-point lead as Sheldon at the bucket. A little pick and roll, a little give and go to make it 54-30 as Matthew Sheldon now has 4 points.
Give Potts the assist on that one there.
Right side for Sunshine. Now it's going to be back for Buss. To the top for Simmental. He'll work it back out. Buss around left side for Doyle. And as Doyle will give back for Sunshine, he'll pick up his dribble. Now Doyle will catch. That's a long 2. And the shot missed by Miles Doyle, and the rebound grabbed by the Yankton Bucks.
A good chance for a lot of these Govs too, John, especially on that are mostly reserves, as Yankton turns the ball over as they step on the sideline and give the ball back to the Govs. Good opportunity for a lot of these reserve Govs to get some run here in the last 4 minutes of the basketball game and pick up some valuable minutes as the clock winds under 3:50 here.
So 24-point lead for the Governors. Simmental, ball poked away, but it'll be now for Sunshine. Right side for Buss. Back for Sunshine, working in the left wing for Simmental. Gives back for Buss at the point. Takes one dribble to his left, and now Doyle has the left wing. Terwilliger, right elbow, back out for Buss. Shot clock down to 7. Long jumper is knocked down by the big man, Cooper Terwilliger, who's having himself a strong 4th quarter. He's got 9 points, and 7 of those 9 coming here in the 4th. good to see the freshmen scoring. We're seeing a lot of good things coming here from the Governors overall.
Yeah, and they've really done it all without Jet Zabel. Zabel only with 2 points in this basketball game.
This will be a shot missed off the backboard from Drotzman, as we'll get the rest of the subs all checking in here coming up, as Coach Gooser will take the timeout, but she's wanting to take the timeout just to get the subs in, as J.J. Buckles will check in, as well as Ty Michael and Bennett Swartos will all check in with 2:55 left to go. And also checking in will be Tate Bestie for the Yankton Bucks.
Yeah, good to see Michael, Buckles, and Swartos get some action here also with 3 minutes to go in the basketball game.
Sun and shine here for the Governors. So all starters are now out of the ball game here for the Govs, as Buckles will throw it left side for Sun and Shine. 2:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Governors lead it by 26. It is going to be Michael. That pass, or the ball almost knocked away. Now it's Swartos for three. That one's missed, and the rebound is grabbed by the Yankton Bucks. Over on the right side, top of the key here for Yankton. 2:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Great job by the Governors, as there's a foul committed by Swartos that will send Yankton to the free throw line. And Miles Drotzman will get his first chance to score here tonight. But Blake, to your point too, and this feels a little bit different. Yes, Yankton is at 2-10 this season, so they are trying to just stay afloat inside the top 16 of the AA standings to make sure that they get a Sodak 16 game. But overall, to do this with Zabel scoring 2 points against still a quality opponent in Yankton shows the level of the Governors able to score. They don't need Zabel to get the 15 points tonight. They can win ball games without him scoring every single night. He's still got rebounds. He was still a big key of the offense. But on a night that they didn't need Jet Zabel, they still are up by 25 points. It is now Swartos' baseline jumper that's missed. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Governors with 1:53 to go.
And that just goes to show you how, the offense isn't necessarily reliant on one guy for this Governor team. Luke Olson played a heck of a basketball game tonight. Good to see him bounce back from a tough weekend this last weekend. Ty and Bus, we'll call this a Ty and Bus game. 10 points off the bench. I had him for 3 assists also. I mean, what a game for the senior.
Sawyer Sun and Shine knocks down a three to make it 59-31. And Sun and Shine gives the Govs their largest lead at 28. 90 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. That shot, and there's a foul committed. And back to the free throw line will go Drotzman. 1:29 left to go, as that foul could be committed by number 35, Ty Michael, his first foul.
Yeah, I've got, as Drotzman sinks the first one on this trip, I've got Bus for 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists tonight. I can go back and do the tally later to confirm those totals, as Drotzman misses the second. Rebound is going to be grabbed by number 25 in Bestie, but he was standing well out of bounds, and the Govs will retain possession, or take over possession, I guess I should say. But huge game for Ty and Bus. What a good thing to see from the senior, and hopefully we'll see that throughout the rest of the season, because Govs could really use a spark off the bench, and he could definitely provide that when he plays like he did tonight.
Sunshine has it out top with 1:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Driving in will be Simmental, that got to the bucket and gets the friendly roll, and Simmental's now got 4, and the lead is 29 with 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Shot blocked from behind, but a foul committed. This will be on the floor. This was after the shot. And unfortunately, it looks like maybe one of the Yankton players.
It's Bestie.
Bestie is down and might be hurt.
That's tough to see, too, especially with just under a minute to go in the basketball game. I think maybe he came down hard on the knee or the lower leg. Looks like they're gonna check him out here. Obviously, we don't want to speculate any injury, as athletic trainer Sam Naz is out checking on him right now, but hopefully Bestie's okay and is able to just throw some ice on it hop on the team bus back home, as he is able to put weight on it after he's assisted to his feet. I'm guessing he'll come out of the basketball game here, but good to see that he is able to shake it off here. They are going to pull him from the game. I think that's a smart move by Coach Haynes as well.
Yeah, and it was after the shot, it was on the rebound that he was then pushed, because the shot was blocked initially, and the referee explained that to Coach Haynes, that ended up being Simmental that fouled him, but he pushed him well after the shot had come down from the block.
So give credit to Swartos on the block there.
This will be a shot up and a nice off-balance shot from Easton Nelson to make it 61-34 with 40 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Governors have one more possession before being able to dribble out the clock, as Sunshine has it on the left side, hands off for Simmental. Buckles on the right side. Buckles will pick up his dribble now on the left wing. It'll be Simmental again with 9 to go on the shot clock. Buckles, baseline, drives in, kicks it out. Swartos for 3. That one just off, tipped a couple times, but it will eventually be grabbed by Yankton with 10 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Governors are going to go with their 9th win of the season. Another shot block, and we get a foul with 6 seconds to go. So we're delaying the inevitable by about another 30 seconds, as Swartos picks up his second foul, and will send to the free throw line, as the Bucks will get a couple more free throws.
Right there, this is Matt Grotenhuis to shoot the free throws. First one is off the backboard there. Didn't hit the rim, unfortunately for him.
So 6.1 to go, 61-34. Governors, as long as they get the rebound here off the miss and never hit the backboard, or never hit the rim again. And so it will be a inbound here for the Governors. They will just dribble out the clock, and will pick up win number 9 of the season. A 61-34 dominating win for the Governors here tonight over the Yankton Bucks. The rivalry for the Govs, they sweep the Yankton Gazelles and Bucks with the win last night and tonight between the girls and boys basketball teams. We'll step aside. We'll return in 3 minutes with the post-game show. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends. So come check us out, or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place, because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup service further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. Adequate coverage is just the beginning. You all need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
At Anderson Rumsa Dental, we want to change the way your family views the dentist. Let us replace your dread of the chair with personal service in a friendly and inviting atmosphere. Using state-of-the-art technology, we offer porcelain crowns completed in 1 day, saving you time and money. Anderson Rumsa Dental, located at 1521 North Harrison Avenue in Pierre. Experience dental procedures performed while you're in a deeply relaxed state, often with no recollection of the time past. Anderson Rumsa Dental. Call us today at 605-224-6111. That's 605-224-6111. We all have had to fix little things. Loose screw? Get a screwdriver. Nail coming up? Find a hammer. Bolt coming loose? Get some wrenches. Sometimes these little things tend to make us think we can fix big things. Plug drain? Call Allied Plumbing. Water heater leaking? Call Allied Plumbing. Sewer backed up? Trust me, leave it to the professionals and rely on your ally. Call Allied Plumbing. With 75 years of combined experience, it speaks for itself. Allied Plumbing, 494-2001.
As we welcome you back here inside the post-game show as the Pierre Governors, they pick up the win here tonight over the Yankton Bucks with a 61-34 win. John Wickler alongside Blake Dean. And Blake, overall, great performance by the Governors. It was 11-9 after the first quarter, and outscoring Yankton 25-4. We kind of circled it, and it was the tell of the tape, I guess you could say, too, that the Governors with the outscoring Yankton by 21 in that second quarter, the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, because you look at the other 3 quarters, yes, the Govs do outscore the Bucks in every quarter of this basketball game, but in the grand scheme of things, it was only by 2 points in the first quarter, 1 point in the third, and 3 in the fourth. So really the rest of the game outside of that second quarter was pretty close back and forth, all things considered. But yeah, we circled back to it. We circled it at halftime and said we'll probably come back to it as a key reason why they ended up winning this basketball game as far as Pierre is concerned, and that's exactly what happened. It was that big 25-4 second quarter that really was the difference in this basketball game and gave the Govs their 9th win of the season.
Well, we'll go through, we'll maybe go through the totals here, but we're going to have a couple of guys come up here. We'll talk with Dawson Getz and Ty and Bus. We'll first talk here with Dawson Getz. Here, Dawson, we're gonna get you right over here, and that way Blake can hear you too. So if you want to, we'll give you the mic right here.
Or you can hear me, one of the two.
Right. Yeah. So Dawson, a big win for you guys, 61-34. You got 16 points here tonight, 4 threes in the ball game. What was working early on for you guys, especially in that second quarter?
Just really moving without the ball. We've really been working at that this week, and that's what we had to do today.
So, Dawson, between canning a 3 and getting a monster block on a kid, what's your favorite between the two? Because you had one of each. Well, you had, I think, 4 or 5 threes tonight, but you did throw down a block as well. What between the two?
Getting a block.
There you go. Figured that'd be the answer.
Why is that compared to the 3?
I'm not sure. Just you don't get them very often. It feels good.
Well, your guy, Jed Zabel's a guy that scores a lot for you, gets a lot of rebounds, but he only had 2 points tonight. And Blake and I were kind of talking about how that was good to see, not because we don't want to see Jed score. We love seeing Jed score too, but the way this team was able to play tonight with Jed having the only 2 points, from your guys' perspective too, how nice is it to see whether you got 16 points, Ty and Bus had 10 points, Luke Olson had 11. You guys had 3 different players in double figures. As a team, how nice is it to see other guys take that load of scoring?
It's really nice. In the past, we usually had 3 guys scoring, and this year it's totally different. We're all even.
Yeah, to your point, Dawson, you had really pretty balanced across the board. You had the 3 guys in double figures, but bench points in your win against Aberdeen, you guys had nobody score off the bench, and tonight we had 10 from Bus, 6 from Terwilliger, 16, and then 7 make that. Oh boy, I'm gonna get my math skills involved again. 23 points. 23 points off the bench tonight for you guys, and that's really probably the difference in this basketball game, because I think the final tally ended up being 27-point win. What does the bench scoring tonight, how can that contribute the rest of the way for you guys? What needs to be consistent for the team to continue?
The bench is huge. Tonight Cade was in some foul trouble, and Tyan really stepped up and hit some big shots.
So how nice is it to beat Yankton? Be kind a little bit, but how nice is it to beat an ESD rival in Yankton?
Yeah, it's really nice. They won state this year, and they're a rival in football as well, so it's just really fun beating them.
What about your Twitter account? Or maybe it's not your Twitter account, but the fan page account.
There we go.
What do you think about that?
It's all right.
It's all right?
Yeah.
You haven't contributed at all to it?
No.
They're just trying to find stuff to... I mean, do you at least find it kind of funny a little bit?
Yep, just Jet Zabel.
Just Jet Zabel.
I was going to ask you who runs it. Okay.
Well, you get Huron coming up on Tuesday, and what do you expect from them? Obviously, you guys are going to maybe have a shoot-around tomorrow or get back to it a little bit, but really focus in on them the start of next week. But what do you expect from Huron on Tuesday?
They're a good team. The L-line kid is really good, so we just got to stop him and limit his touches and looks.
Well, Dawson, appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win. 16 points, 4 threes, another night in the office for Dawson Getz. Congrats on the win, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
And a monster block.
And a monster block on top of it. Dawson Getz, one of our players of the game. We'll see if we'll talk with Ty and Bus here in just a moment. But again, we'll go through the scoring total between these two teams. And it is a 12.9 for Landon Potts for the Yankton Bucks, the only player in double figures. 8 points for Tucker Gilmore, 6 for Carson Netz, 4 for Matthew Sheldon, and then 2 apiece for Easton Nelson and Miles Drotzman, as Yankton goes 4 of 9 for the free throw line, and they turn the ball over 15 times in the ball game. 12 turnovers for the Pierre Governors, but overall, 3 players in double figures, 16 points for Dawson Getz, 11 for Luke Olson, 10 for Ty and Bus. Coming off the bench for Ty and Bus to score those 10 points. 9 for Cooper Twilliger, 4 for Eladio Simmenthal, 3 for Sawyer Sonnenschein, and 2 for Jet Zabel, as the Governors pick up the win here tonight over the Yankton Bucks as they pick up win number 9 of the season. They're now 9-6 on the year. Yankton falls to 2-11. And the Governors, who came in today in 8th place in the AA standings, this is a big win overall, Blake, for them. Not again the record-wise for Yankton, seed points. Yeah, you don't get a whole lot of seed points for beating Yankton. Obviously, it would be a lot worse if you don't beat Yankton with the seed points. But overall, that's a big win for the Govs to pick up and a confidence booster across the way.
Yeah, absolutely, especially going into a game against the Huron Tigers next week, who Huron's no pushover this year. Huron is a really, really good team. Like Dawson said, they're led by the Elwine kid, and right now Huron is sitting at number 11 in the standings, and there's not a whole lot of separation between the 5th seed in O'Gorman and the 11 seed in Huron. There's only 1 point of seeding points that separate the 5 from the 11. So Huron's going to be a tough is it going to be a tough game? Always tough to play any team in the Huron Arena, and it'll be a good basketball game between two teams that are really looking for building some more positive momentum as the season continues to roll along, because for the Govs, they only have 5 more games left in the regular season before they hit that SODAC 16 game, and obviously a win tonight does them well in picking up more seed points to look to potentially host a game here at Riggs. They are sitting right now in the 8th seed, so a win tonight does give you some positive momentum that way. But if they can continue to pick up wins, they'll probably have to get at least a couple more wins, and those games circled on the calendar to win would be Huron coming up next Tuesday, and then Brookings on
the following Tuesday.
The following Tuesday, so they've got a week off before they come back and face Brookings. But those are the 2 games that you circle. If the Govs can pick up wins in both those games, I think they set themselves up in good position to host a SODAC 16 game. Regardless, they're going to get one more than likely, but really, really put themselves in good position if they're able to pick up those 2 wins. Obviously, another one against a team like a Roosevelt or a Jefferson would be huge as well, because those are the teams that you're battling with and against to be able to host a game. But for sure, if you can pick up those 2 games, that would be huge for the Govs if they're able to host a SODAC 16 game here. But like we talked about, you only get 5 more opportunities to do so, and if they can continue to play like this, they're going to be peaking at the right time come February and March.
Next Tuesday, we'll have the girls' game. They'll be here at home against the Huron Tigers. Again, the boys will be on the road, but we'll be at home for the girls' game as the Huron will be coming to town as the girls, they picked a win last night over the Yankton Gazelles, and the boys with their win tonight over the Yankton Bucks. So that will, again, coming up this weekend. A reminder, too, coming up tomorrow, Capital City Rock. We've got 2 hockey games for you. Pink the rink as the Lady Capitals will take on Rushmore at noon, and the Capital Boys team will play Brandon Valley at 6:15. Blake Dean will have play-by-play for you of those 2 games tomorrow.
For those of you that have not seen the skit, my knowledge of hockey is Chance the Rapper on Saturday Night Live. I don't remember what the skit is actually titled, but if you Google Chance the Rapper SNL hockey, watch that clip, and it basically gives you the equivalent of my knowledge of hockey.
So if we do hear from Blake tomorrow on the hockey broadcast or any hockey broadcast, you know it's going to be good.
Oh man,
it will be a really good.
I don't know if good is the word I would use,
entertaining.
But entertaining would probably be the more accurate word.
It would be very entertaining. But we will have those games. I'll have play-by-play, and maybe Blake will be there. Might make a guest appearance. Probably be dressed and warm if you do. Otherwise, I wouldn't try it. It gets a little cool. Not to put any pressure on you by any means, but we do have hockey tomorrow on Capital City Rock, and then also on Sunday with the Capital girls playing Sioux Falls at 2 o'clock. Those are the games upcoming here this weekend. We've got college basketball, Duke, North Carolina. Bennett's going to be very interested in that ball game.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to want North Carolina to win. I'm just kidding. Bennett might give me an angry text if he's listening.
I was going to say, I'm going to make sure that he listens to about the last 3 to 4 minutes of this broadcast and have him send you a text after the game for saying that on the air.
That might be the most angry text that I get from anybody that I just said that he wishes North Carolina would win.
Bennett, my brother, is a huge Duke fan for those that don't know. So that's why John's probably going to get an angry text here later tonight or maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I pretty much did the equivalent of I want to have a complete fist fight with him by saying those words.
Essentially, yeah.
And by saying that also, I would lose that fist fight because he would be extra angry about it. But again, we'll have Duke, North Carolina, St. Mary's, Gonzaga coming up tomorrow night on KCCR as we've got 3 college basketball games in total on your Saturday. 2 hockey games on Capital City Rock, and then another game on Sunday. But that will wrap things up for us here this evening. The Pierre Governors pick up a huge win over the Yankton Bucks, 61-34 tonight. I want to say thanks to Emma Thielen back at the station. For Blake Dean, John Winkler here signing off. Governors get the win, 61-34 over Yankton, as we say so long from Riggs High School.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is sponsored by Rising Hope Counseling, Bank West, Fisher Rounds, Billion Auto, AGE, Envirotech, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, River Bottom Sanitation, CHS River Plains, Wheelhouse Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Farting Electric, Gales Gas, First Dakota National Bank, Faith Lutheran, Lamb Motors, Shane's Pharmacy, B&B Equipment, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Todd's Electric, Graham Tire, Avera, and the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports